CoreChair was inspired by the exercise ball and the number of people who were intuitively taking it to their office to replace their traditional ergonomic office chair. The objective was to create an environment that would allow them good postural position, but movement throughout their day so that they weren't suffering from the effects of static sitting. The problem with an exercise ball as a chair is that it requires you to engage your core muscles excessively, which over time will fatigue and end up putting you into a worse posture at the end. When we set out to design the CoreChair, we were looking for a system that would address this current trend of media awareness on the perils of sitting, or sitting's the new smoking, or sitting disease. And basically the research is well founded and shows that there is a correlation to a lifetime longevity decrease as a result of sitting static and encountering a sedentary effect. In addition to that, about 80% of our population undergoes some kind of back issue, significant back issue in their lifetime. And almost 30% of us are doing some kind of therapeutic intervention to address it. So when we set out to design the CoreChair, we were designing a system that would allow for good postural positioning, where the pelvis was held in an upright neutral position, everything was balanced about a pivot point immediately beneath the user's center of balance, and that it had movement throughout 14 degrees in all directions, so that we could allow for good movement of the hips, the pelvis, and the spine, and we could trigger the soft tissue surrounding the spine to strengthen them and to keep them stimulated. We could stimulate circulation from our lower extremity, which otherwise is dormant. We could stimulate blood flow to the brain that would allow for better delivery of blood, oxygen, and glucose to help the brain stimulating optimally. And we could also do things like lubricating the intervertebral discs and affecting our vital systems such as digestion and breathing. So the chair really represents just another option that you have to combat the sedentary effects of sitting as we now know them to be. The options include stand-up desks, treadmill desks, and a number of other things, and people are somewhat concerned about sitting. So active sitting is a really good option for you to consider, and the CoreChair attempts to address all of those issues. CoreChair is both a postural support system and an active sitting chair, and it's designed with a sculpted seat that mechanically redistributes the forces off of the sit bones and the tailbone to provide more uniform pressure distribution and ultimately provide you with more sitting comfort. The back support is designed to complement the sculpted seat in providing good pelvic support and neutral positioning and prevent slumping. CoreChair has very few intuitive adjustments. It has two paddles on the left side, the one at the back that changes the seat depth, so it will accommodate different body types and sizes, and allows you a variety of different postural supports throughout the day. The paddle at the front allows you to change your seat height so that you can move relative to your workstation. And the lever on the right-hand side changes the resistance from a pretty much locked down postural support system to an active sitting chair that allows you to move in all directions. We encourage at CoreChair that when you're sitting and engaged in your tasks, that you assume a position where your knees are below your hips for a more open hip angle, and again, an optimized postural position. And that when doing so, that you just shift the lever back slightly, just to provide a little bit more resistance on the end of your thigh to prevent you from sliding out of the chair. So CoreChair is designed to give you the confidence that when you're sitting throughout your day, but you're sitting active, you're sitting healthy.
I'm Lisa, personal trainer. Did you know that no amount of exercise can offset the negative effects of prolonged static sitting? The key to a healthy lifestyle is moving throughout your day. Periodic exercises on your CoreChair is a great way to stimulate blood flow, circulation, and your lymphatic system to help you feel better, work better, and live better. Let's get started. This is a short exercise routine. To do this routine, you want to make sure that you push the lever all the way to the front. Now the chair is in the least resistance. And we're going to start with hip tilts fast, side to side. So really get that body moving fast. And then you're going to do hip tilts forward and back, getting the chair to move with you, forward and back. And alternating leg extensions Again, the chair is moving with you. And a variation on this is to reach for the opposite foot. Get the whole body moving on this one.